Welcome to Higher Level Gaming. I'm your host, Rob Glob, and today we are talking about Valve's new handheld console, the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck, though no PlayStation 5 or Nintendo Switch, is many PC gamers' dream come true. A powerful handheld console that can play serious PC games. And Valve was more than happy to step up to the plate. Valve has always been an innovator in gaming. Be it when they originally released Half-Life, all the way through the newest iteration in VR with Half-Life Alyx, revolutionizing PC gaming with Steam, and even developing their own VR headset, all products that are considered to be best in class. But it seems like some Steam Deck owners are already reporting drift in the joysticks. Here's an example of that. And another. And this one gets a little blurry, but here's one more. As you can see, it starts drifting there. And again. Now, there have also been many other users reportedly experiencing this in the comments, and on Twitter and other places on social media. Some users have kind of figured out a way to get around this issue, and I think this Redditor's comment really sums it up. Troubleshooting within an hour. It really is a PC. Luckily, the people buying the Steam Decks are a little more tech savvy than your average gamer. And Valve has been asked about this, as well as battery life concerns with the console and its performance with some online games, and this is what they had to say about the drift. "We hope that customers don't need to replace anything. We hope this lasts as long as they ever want it to. But if they do need to replace something, then it's not terribly difficult." I mean, that's not a great response. It would be awesome if they're like, "And we will fix it, of course, no charge, because that's our bad." Now, if you do want to replace the Joy-Con, man, I keep saying Joy-Con because this is an issue with Nintendo. But if you want to replace your joystick, according to one Twitter user, it's really not that hard, and because the Steam Deck is modular, you can buy one from Valve and install it yourself, and you have the right to repair. At least with the Steam Deck, you can order replacement parts and they will let you have the right to repair your own console, a practice that should not be but is noteworthy. Because other companies, you start taking apart your Switch, yeah, Nintendo, they are not going to cover that. As someone else says in the comments, it hasn't even been a week, I wouldn't use the term lucky, because this guy had said luckily it's pretty modular. Yeah, it's really not lucky when a product that you just bought breaks on you. You shouldn't have to. You should just be able to use the thing you paid for. Valve has been pretty proud of the Steam Deck, so it's kind of surprising to see this issue cropping up all over the place. Gabe Newell, the head of the company himself, went out and delivered some of the first Steam Decks.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you Danny?
I am. I can see that you are Gabe Newell.
Here's your deck.
Wow.
This is like meeting Santa Claus. And yeah, honestly, Valve has always been the kind of company that is very respectful of their customers, and so the customer has always been very respectful of them. So I hope they can fix this. And to be fair, they're not the only ones who've experienced this problem. Nintendo was famously guilty of Joy-Con drift, a problem that affected an embarrassing amount of Switch owners, myself included. And as many as 88% of the people who experienced Joy-Con drift reported that it started within the first 2 years of ownership. Plenty of people had drift become an issue right away, just like with these Steam Deck problems. But with Nintendo, it was so bad that they eventually opened a program to get your Joy-Cons fixed for free. The PS5 has also let me down in this regard, and my controller has had just the slightest little chef's kiss of forward drift on the left stick since pretty much the week that I got it. And I'm not the only one in that department. Here's somebody else's experience with drift on PS5. And admittedly, that's way worse than my drift. And in fact, according to the iFixit YouTube channel, even replacing this stick that is malfunctioning may not fix the problem due to calibration issues, and it isn't as easy as an entry-level replacement job. So unless you are under warranty and willing to send your controller in for weeks, you're kinda SOL. I'm the kind of gamer who would, while I send my controller in to be fixed, buy another one to keep playing anyway, and that's kind of the same thing as buying another controller. I should probably send my controller in to get fixed though. I got my PS5 like 6 months ago. But what's the deal with all this? Can companies just not deliver quality working hardware anymore? Why is this so common, alongside broken game releases and a general "we'll fix it later" attitude? Is there any hope for a time when products are expected to work? Or is this just yet another symptom of late-stage capitalism where all that matters is money, and nobody cares if you get what you pay for? Consolidation, predatory practices, shipping games that don't work. Nobody cares if you get what you pay for, only that they get paid. Sony doesn't seem to mind the de facto scalper market that they created, forcing thousands and thousands of Sony fans to pay hundreds of dollars over MSRP for their PS5s. They allow an unregulated marketplace to spring up where people were actually hurt and robbed. All that mattered was that the console was selling, not that the gamers were actually getting them. It's not about doing it the right way, it's about doing it the most profitable way. Just like with the controllers. Now again, Steam is a company that has a lot of clout amongst gamers and is considered to be very consumer friendly. I really hope to see them rectify this to their disappointed fans and to make improvements on the next iteration of Steam Decks. But until then, it kind of just seems like another day under an unfortunate status quo that I really hope gamers start pushing back harder against. Have you ever experienced controller drift? Do you think companies should be trying harder to make sure that controllers don't drift so easily? What's your all-time favorite gaming controller? Whatever your thoughts about this subject, we'd love to know in the comments. This has been a gaming news update by Higher Level Gaming. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, you can always like it or subscribe to always find out when we post videos just like this one. Our main focus is political gaming stories, so if you're interested in that, check out some of our other videos. But above all else, don't forget to have a nice day and go play some video games.